What is up, guys? AshbyFC here, and welcome to the Weekly Ramble. And my cabinet finally arrived. It took August a month, a full friggin' month to deliver that. They are just terrible, terrible customer service. Don't ever order from August, people. They are the Electronic Arts of catalog retailers. Surprised it didn't come with a season pass. Anyway, I didn't do a ramble last week because I just did not have enough time. That's what it came down to. I know it's often laziness for me when it comes to not making videos, but I just did not have enough time. It's also Wednesdays I record this because it's another awkward week, you know, which my working days work out, so I just have an hour or never. I didn't want to miss two in a row. And there also might not be a Retro Sunday this Sunday because I haven't done one yet, so it needs to be done today and it's getting late, so there might not be one. But speaking of Retro Sunday, I'm going to start introducing PS1 and N64 games to the series, make it a bit more interesting. So that's going to be awesome. And also, I won't be doing my little, you know, I said I was hoping to do like a little Christmas mini-series leading up to Christmas. I was going to just play some random Christmas games. Well, yeah, that's not going to be happening. It's kind of too late now anyway, because it's like Christmas next week, innit, I think. Next Friday, something like that. But also, again, it's just time, you know, trying to squeeze those in. You know, as well as the Retro Sundays, these Rambles, Yakuza, Super Mario 64, it's just not possible. It's hard enough doing all those as it is now, and there's no way I could get anything else in there, so yeah, it kind of sucks. Another year goes by when I don't do anything Christmassy, and possibly the last chance, because I don't think I'll even be doing YouTube this time next year, so oh well. Anyway, as for the walkthroughs, not really too much to say. Mario 64 has come along nicely. I'm having so much fun doing that. Surprised it's not something I did earlier, but I'm having so much fun, and it's going well so far. I've actually not been playing that bad. I've done a few stupid stuff, but for me, it's been going alright, and I am getting all 120 stars, because why not? We're going to do Mario 64, let's get all the goddamn stars. So, yeah, and I'm getting the stars a lot quicker than I thought I would, so, yeah, it's going nice, and I'm having a lot of fun. And Yakuza 3, I think I'm up to about 13 parts now. Very disappointed with how little people, you know, how little views those videos are getting. I mean, all my views are really shit lately. I don't know how much longer I'll be doing walkthroughs, but it disappoints me. You should be watching Yakuza, man. One of the reasons I'm doing it, not just because of how much I love Yakuza, but I just want to get the series out there. And yes, I'm going to start talking about Yakuza. I know some people are sick of me constantly going about Yakuza. Hey, you can skip ahead. It's the magic of YouTube videos. But you should be watching it, man. I'll go play the games. I hope people come across it all the time and stuff. So that's very, very disappointing. But I guess I'm having fun doing it. And speaking of Yakuza, Yakuza 5 has finally arrived here in the West. I think it launched last Tuesday. It's a digital download on PSM. 3 years we waited for that game, because that's when it launched in Japan 3 years ago. Yeah, it's finally come. I haven't really had a chance to play it yet, which kind of sucks. I had about 5 minutes on it. I went to Club Sega, got annoyed at the UFO catcher, like I always do in Yakuza. But I'm hoping to start playing the game next week, hopefully. Just haven't had enough time, man. I still have enough time to play Xenoblade Chronicles X, which is up there, and Fatal Frame. Not enough time, man. Too many games, so little time. Friggin' sucks. But yeah, it's finally here. I actually had to buy a new hard drive for my PS3. Is the old one. I didn't realise it was small. It's the old PS3 I've got. It was a 40GB hard drive. It's actually ended up with 37 in total. But Yakuza was a 22GB download, and then obviously got installed. So it was like over 40 gig. So I panicked when it said I had insufficient space. I was like, no! Then I found out you can easily just change your PS3's hard drive. So I went on Amazon and got a 500 gig hard drive for like 30 quid. So yeah, I was panicking though at first, like, no, I'm gonna have to buy a new PS3. But yeah, I'm gonna get to play it. And also, more amazing news for Yakuza fans: Yakuza 0 is getting an English release, which I did not think was ever going to happen. I didn't even think we were going to get 5, but then when that was announced, I thought 5's the last one we're ever getting. But yeah, Yakuza 0 is getting an English release. It's the prequel game. It's the first one on PS4. It follows a young Kazuma Kiryu. It looks amazing. I've watched some of the walkthrough footage. It's on YouTube, but I don't understand what's going on because it's all in Japanese. I think it came out in Japan early on this year, I think, something like that. But it's getting a physical release in America. Now, Sega have said there's no plans for European release, which kind of sucks. I really hope that's going to happen. You know, they've not flat out said it's never happening, but you know, there's no plans right now. But if it doesn't happen, it does suck a little bit, but not the end of the world because I'll just import it from America. So, you know, because it's a physical version. So I'll get to play Yakuza 0 in English, so that's awesome. I didn't think that was going to happen. And the fact they've announced it now leads me to believe it'll launch next year. So not another like 3-year wait. So that's awesome. Can't wait to play that game. Great news for Hideo Kojima as well, because he is finally free from the devil. He is free from the giant sack of shit known as Konami. Yep, he is officially gone from them. And he's formed his own studio with some ex-employees of Kojima Productions. And he's currently in talks with Sony as well. So awesome, awesome. So happy that he's free of Konami. I bet that's just awesome for him as well, that he's glad to be free of them. And I cannot wait to see what he's going to bring us next. I really can't, because Hideo Kojima is God. He is a genius. You know, he's the creator of Metal Gear. You know, to me, he's fucking the most amazing guy in video games. So yeah, super excited to see what he's going to bring next for us. And I hope Konami rots. I hope they fucking burn in hell. I think it's just a matter of time before they pull out of the video game industry, innit? Because they clearly don't give a shit anymore, do they? So to sell off your IPs to decent companies that'll use them and piss off, you know, stick with your pachinko machines or whatever it is Konami friggin' do, because they don't want it anymore in the gaming industry. So fuck Konami. So yes, my retro collecting has begun, and I talked about it in a previous video. I'm getting back into retro collecting. It's part of the reason I've got this cabinet here. That is going to be full of retro games. When that's full, I'll get another one and put that over there. I used to collect retro games a while back. I built up a pretty decent collection, and I sold them all, and I really, really, really regret it. I really do, because I had some good stuff that's so expensive now and hard to find. That was a huge mistake for me there. But anyway, I've grabbed some stuff. I've only got 4 games. Actually, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've actually got 6 games here. 2 of them aren't retro games, but I'll show me anyway because I bought them. Now, I'm mainly after Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64. Those are the ones I want the most, which happen to be the most expensive and hardest ones to get because of the goddamn card boxes and stuff. But, you know, I'm getting Sega Mega Drive, PS1, Dreamcast, Game Boy Color, original Nintendo, Sega Master System, you know, all that sort of stuff. But it is N64 and Super Nintendo. They're the ones I want the most. But I actually picked up a couple of retro PC games. Now, if you know time like me, you remember back in the 90s, PC games used to come in those awesome giant card boxes. And they were friggin' awesome, and I got a couple that were really cheap. That's the only problem. I don't really go mental with them because they just take up so much goddamn room, but they're awesome. So, yeah, no, actually, the first one I got when it arrived, right, it was in that, you know, that parcel wrapping paper stuff. So anyway, I ripped that shit off, right, and this is what I see. This is what my eyes see when I open it. Imagine my reaction, imagine my thought process and my face when this is what I see when I unwrap it. I kid you not, right. I open it to find a fucking Bran Flakes box. I think I was just silent for like 20 seconds, just like, no. They did not send me Bran Flakes. I was about to freak the hell out. And just imagine that, that's what you see. You know, I look at it and the game's in there, but why would you do that? That had to be a joke. Just, I mean, of all the cereals as well, Bran Flakes. Who eats that crap? It's rabbit food. They could have at least done Frosties or something. Bran Flakes, get out of here. Anyway, thankfully, inside the box was this awesome game from 1996. Command & Conquer Red Alert. This was the first Command & Conquer. In fact, this was the first strategy game I ever played when I was super, super young. I had like a demo disc or something. You got to play like 2 missions, and I loved it. And then that got me into the RTS genre. This might still be my favourite, the Command & Conquers. To me, Command & Conquer is the greatest strategy series of all time. I just loved it so much. And yeah, I mean, just look at these boxes, man. They're massive. I've not actually got a game on hand actually to just give you a size comparison, but well, you can see they're friggin' big anyway. But they were friggin' awesome, man. And they come off like that. Then you got your CD case, a big ass manual inside. The good old days of manuals. But that's great, man. It was like £7 as well. You can get these really cheap. So yeah, friggin' awesome. Westwood Studios. They were the creators of Command & Conquer. They were awesome. Oh man, what happened to Command & Conquer and Westwood? Oh yeah, Electronic Arts is what happened to Command and Conquer and Westwood. Fuck EA. There you go, Command and Conquer. The other PC game I got is from 1997. They're absolutely brilliant game. The original Dungeon Keeper. Oh my god, this was awesome. The first one I played was Dungeon Keeper 2, which is I'd love to have. But then I went back and I think I had the gold version of this. I still think Dungeon Keeper 1 was better than 2, but they were both brilliant. And oh, they're also, I love to play. It's been so long since I played these. I'll have to see if they're on Steam or Good Old Games or something, because I've got to play them again, man. I really hope they are on there. Look at this. In Dungeon Keeper, you're only doing good when you're being bad. That's what I want to read on a video game box. At the bottom, in life, nice guys finish last. In Dungeon Keeper, they finish up hung, drawn, and quartered. Oh, hell yeah. This is friggin' awesome. This was by Bullfrog, who were another company who are no longer around. They were awesome in the 90s. They did Theme Park and Theme Park World and Theme Hospital. They were amazing. Oh man, what happened to Dungeon Keeper and Bullfrog? Fuck EA. Do you see why I have such a burning hatred for EA more than the average gamer? I mean, we all have good reason to hate them, and they are scum and their shady business practices. But they have repeatedly shat on my childhood. This is probably the biggest grudge I hold against EA, because what they did to Command & Conquer. They have a history of just buying out awesome developers and fucking them and their franchises. This is why I despise EA. I'll say it one more time. Fuck Electronic Arts. Yeah, there you go. Red Alert and Dungeon Keeper. Friggin' awesome. I also picked up Toy Story on the same Mega Drive. I did this in a recent episode of Retro Sunday. I wanted the Super Nintendo version, couldn't find it, so I just got this. This is cheaper anyway. This was like £6 or something. So that's one to the Mega Drive collection. And my favourite pickup, Super Nintendo game, boom! Donkey Kong Country 3. Dixie Kong's Double Trouble from 1996. Yeah, I got this for a really good price. I haven't owned this game since like 1996. Really happy to have this. To me, Donkey Kong Country is the greatest 2D platforming series of all time. I need to have all 3 games on Super Nintendo. The first one's kind of easy to find in good condition for not too expensive. It's slightly more than this, so I just thought I'd go with this for the time being. But 2's the one I want the most, because that's still my favourite, and I think that's my favourite 2D platform of all time. It's amazing. So, but I couldn't find it, man. I could find plenty of just cartridges. I think a Russian copy, a sealed copy, brand new copy for like £200, and then really crappy conditioned box stuff. So, you know, I'll have to keep searching for that one. But yeah, I've got to have the 3 games on Super Nintendo because they were amazing. So yeah, there you go. To me, this is the weakest in the series, but still absolutely brilliant. Of course, it was the legendary Rare who made the Donkey Kong Country games. It's actually Retro Studios that did Returns and Tropical Freeze, and they've done an absolutely incredible job. So like, the series could not be in better hands. But yeah, brilliant. Donkey Kong. And the other 2 games I've got are DS games. They're repurchases. But I got Dragon Quest 4, which is one of my all-time favourite games, and Dragon Quest 6. Just because I want to play through them again, and I love Dragon Quest so much. I don't think I beat 6. I got really far in it. I think I lost my data or something. So I want to get this beat again. And yeah, Dragon Quest 4 is just so good. I'm going to get 5 as well. I used to have an American copy of that. But yeah, I want to get the PAL version of it. But that still goes for like full price, so you're paying like £40 for it, so yeah. Okay, finally, let's take a quick look at the cabinet and see what's inside. Actually, this is as close as I'm going to be able to get, because otherwise the microphone's not going to pick me up. I could switch to the webcam microphone, but it's absolutely awful. So this is kind of as close as I can get, so you can't really see. I am getting a new camera after Christmas, so I'll be able to show you better then. Hopefully, because it's not really going to focus on these. But it's kind of awkward as well, because I need to keep looking back at my computer to see that, you know, see exactly where I'm pointing the camera. But as you can see, let's go up to the top. It's got a little light. I need to get another light in there because it's not quite bright enough. It sort of lights up the top, but then you can't really see the bottom. It's kind of dark, so I'll get another one in there. But at the top, well, actually right on the top, we've got the Xbox One box and the PS4, and then my PS4 games there, and then that's Terrence Gordon there around the corner. Yeah, but on the top shelf, it's mostly, I think, Xbox 360 and PS3 that are behind there. I think some GameCube and a couple of Wii games. And then Xenoblade Chronicles X Limited Edition and the Fatal Frame Limited Edition on Wii U there. And then that's Rise of the Tomb Raider and Rare Replay Collection in the middle there. Then my biggest collection right here is the PS2 games. Some of you may remember a while back I did a video on my PS2 collection. I said I was going to be, collecting more PS2 games, and well, I don't think that's really going to be happening now since I'm into the retro stuff. But now's a good time as any to get PS2 games because you can still get so many of them for so friggin' cheap, and before you know it, they're going to end up costing a fortune as well. So, but I got quite a lot there. And then that's Xenosaga Episode 2 there in the middle because it's in one of those big boxes. Strangely, that's the only episode we got here in the UK. We never got episode 103. What is the point in that? But there is my 3DS XL model and a very beaten up PSP right there, which is kind of broke. I need to get another one because the PSP was awesome, so much better than the Vita. Then here is all that remains of my original retro collection. Very underwhelming, but I think most of it's PlayStation 1 games, which you can't see because they're behind the two ones at the front there, being Final Fantasy 7 and 8. Then these Sega Mega Drive there. Can't really get any closer, my arm's aching. There's some PSP there, and that's Solid Snake guarding them. There's a lone Game Boy Color game there, which is the awful WWF Betrayal. It's absolutely terrible. Then there's a few N64 games there. I got Turok 1 and 2. WrestleMania 2000, I think that is. And WCW vs. NWO Revenge. And Super Mario 64, which the box is all ripped. A few Sega Saturn games there, and then a lone NES game there, which is the awful WrestleMania Challenge by LJN. And then there's some Dreamcast games there. All the cases are broke on those as well. I'm sure I don't need to tell you the two Dreamcast games that I'm after the most. Yeah, of course, freaking Shenmue. What else would it be? There's actually some DS games as well there. They've sneaked their way in. So yeah, and then Sonic's there. And some memory cards there as well. I think GameCube and PS2. Then at the bottom there is my physical PC games. That's all I have. I don't think I'll ever buy any more physical DVD PC games again. If I'm getting them, it'll be the retro big box stuff, and then a bunch of strategy guides down there. I've actually got a decent collection of strategy guides. I'm not the sort of person that uses them to go through a game. That's pointless, but if I can get them cheap, I'll buy them. I actually got a Xenoblade Chronicles X guide just because of how huge the game was, and I didn't want to miss out on the side missions. I wanted to know where they were. That is the worst guide I've ever come across. It's so poorly structured and it's terrible. Do not buy that guide. Just Google side missions or something. It's terrible guide. It's awfully put together. Absolutely terrible. That's my graphics card box there. That's me there in the reflection. Most of this stuff is all going to come out and go elsewhere. Plus shove it all in a cupboard, PS2 and Xbox and stuff. Because no one cares about those. It's just going to be all retro stuff. There's an extra shelf and you can put there in the bottom as well. I'll probably put some consoles in there. You know, Super Nintendo, Sega Mega Drive, Dreamcast. Get them on display, that'd be awesome. I mean, it's not the biggest cabinet in the world, so I will be getting a second one. That'll go over on the other side. But, yeah, it's freaking awesome. It's really awesome. Look really good as well when I've got a second light in there. So, yeah, I look forward to getting this full of retro games. So, yeah. There you go. Well, anyway, that's going to do it for this week's Ramble. I feel like this has been kind of a long one. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Fuck EA, fuck Konami, and fuck Argos as well.